Hello and welcome to Smoke Rings. I'm John, and today I'm going to show you how to make or smoke 2 pork butts. To begin, I made my my rub. This is the combination I usually use: brown sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, ground black pepper, chili powder, paprika, and cayenne pepper. I like to add chili powder to give it kind of that smoky flavor. It's a little bit bolder. And I only use 1/4 of a cup of the brown sugar because if you do too much, it'll burn the outside of the pork. But the rest of it I usually eyeball. I don't really have specific measurements for all the ingredients. I usually go by eyeballing it, and then I'll do a taste test. So I've already pre-mixed all my ingredients in here, and I'm going to show you how to rub down pork butt. So I bought 2 pork butts out here in Sicily. You know, it's kind of tough to get the same kind of meat that we get back in the States. So they have 2 smaller pork butts. They're both 2.5 pounds, so essentially it'll be a 5-pound pork butt or Boston butt. So I'm going to use the clean hand method. So I'm going to sprinkle it on, and then I'm going to rub it down. I like to put a good bit on there. That paprika and that chili powder is really going to give that nice color to the pork. You can't be I say you can't be too generous when applying rubbed pork. You'll get that nice bark on the outside as it's smoking. So I don't like to put as much as I do on a brisket. A brisket's pretty easy. I just do salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, and then I put a lot more rub on the brisket. But yeah, once I finish this up, I'm going to show you how I get the smoke going, get the fire going on my smoker. So stay with us. Welcome back to Smoke Rings. We're going to get the pit going. So today we're going to use some lump charcoal. We're going to use the Minion method. So and then I have some hickory wood that I'll be putting in there for the smoke. To start, I found out a pretty good way of doing it. Instead of using the one end of the chimney, the deep end, use the shallow end, because you don't need that much charcoal to burn at the beginning. If you want a long burn, this will actually last longer. So you do from the bottom, you flip upside down, do the bottom, so you have from this up, and then inside I've put some fire starters in there. You can buy at any grocery store. And I'll just put the chimney, or light it and put the chimney on there, get it started, and I'll tell you about the smoker I'm using today. So I've always thought you don't need a fancy smoker to make good barbecue. This one right here, actually bought it used, but it's a Brinkmann Gourmet electric smoker. I took out the heating unit, the electric part of it, and I turned it into a wood burning smoker. So it's a great little setup. I don't even think they make them anymore, to be honest. But the only downside is this is where the electric unit went in to start it. So now this is about my only. I open it up when I'm getting the fire started for airflow. So then I'll turn it, so this will be closed when it's all started and ready. But yeah, I'm gonna do an 8-hour smoke. I'll do it probably for. I usually do about 6 hours of smoke, and then I will wrap it to the last 2. So stick with us, and I'll show you once I put the pork butts on. Okay, welcome back. I'm about to put the butts on the smoker right now. I got the blue smoke you want. You don't want that thick smoke. So The temperature is raised at around 225. So put these on there. Let the smoke do the rest. I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Welcome back. We're about halfway through this cook, so we're about to check to see what the butts look like. They're looking pretty good. It's got a nice little bark going. About this point, I like to spritz it a little bit. I'm from the southeast, so apple cider vinegar is my thing. I like a little tang to my barbecue, so I'll just kind of coat it on there a little bit, just to get a little extra flavor. Then I'll close it back up. Let it go on there for a little bit longer. I'd say another hour or so, and then I'll wrap it with tin foil and I'll finish it off that way. But stay with us and I'll be back. Welcome back. So I've taken off the pork butts. Their internal temp was 170, so I'm gonna wrap them now and finish them off. I usually wrap them up and then put them in the oven just because it's easier that way. A lot of people wrap them up and they put them back on their smoker, which you can do too. But I like to have a consistent temp, so I'll put it back in the oven. So I'll take it and wrap it up. You can tell I have a good bark on them. This is just gonna keep the moisture in, and this is just gonna finish them off. This is how I've always done it. I'll take a second one. I mean, they've stayed pretty moist the whole smoke because I had a water pan in there, so keeps it nice and moist. You don't want these drying out, but this will also bring the moisture back. So I'm gonna put it in the oven. 220, and that should finish it off, and we should have some nice pulled pork when we're done. Alright, welcome back. Final step. Took it out of the oven, let them sit for about 45 minutes, and now the moment of truth. I let them sit in the tin foil. You see all the juice in there, so they can just soak it all up. Smells really good. See the other one. It's looking good. Still a little warm, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer. Oh yeah, this is gonna fall apart. Hold on. All right. It's got that, you can see the nice, see all that smoke that penetrated that? Alright. Let's see. Oh yeah. Pulls right apart. Now you can do chopped, you can do pulled, you can do whatever you want to do. I like to do pulled. I like to put it on a sandwich or make tacos out of it, nachos. But I made some extra for some friends, so it's their lucky day. Alright, after I've, taken the 2 forks to it, you can tell that it's got the nice bark and it's got the nice smoke from the pink color. But me and my wife taste this, it turned out really well. I know a lot of people are gonna say, why don't you just wrap it up and put it on the grill? I just like doing it in the oven. To me it's just easier. You can you don't have to worry about your you know, running out of coals or anything like that on the grill and keeping the heat. But I put it back in the oven, or I wrapped it and put it in the oven for, it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then I let it sit out for about 45 minutes so it could retain the moisture and the juices. So once I picked it apart, I just got all the juices and put it in there with it, so it tastes even better. So, sorry, that's my daughter. But today we did an 8-hour smoke on 2 pork butts, which equaled 5 pounds. And I showed you how to do the rub, which I didn't tell you before. Is I did add salt to the rub too, some sea salt. So I didn't specify that earlier, but the rub turned out really well. I add that chili powder because it's got that bold, smoky flavor. It turns out really well. It's kind of like a Texas style pork butt, but you can use any kind of barbecue sauce you want. I'll do another video of making some of my own barbecue sauce, but I like the vinegar-based barbecue sauce, and Sweet Bay Ray is my go-to. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope you learned a lot. I'm always learning too. I've been doing this for probably eight years now, so I'm still learning. I've got a lot to learn, but please like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. So I'm always trying to pick up some new tips and tricks. So thanks for watching. See you the next time.